Thank you all for coming. And we're testing the mic. There we go. Now it's working. So thank you for all of you coming to our open mic night. And in preparation for this, a lot of people think performers have no anxiety if they've been doing it for a while, and I'm here to tell you that's not true. Oh, see what I mean? So I was going to do a different song, and then I started panicking about it, and so I texted Steve and Barbara. I said, I can't do it. I have a different idea. And so one of the songs that our Drummers and Strummers group did a couple of months ago was a song called I Wish I Knew How It Would Feel to Be Free. So I said, whoa, that sounds like performance anxiety to me. And so I checked in with ChatGPT, and ChatGPT has a guided meditation for us. Take a deep breath. Feel your feet on the ground.
Sounds like a sermon.
Remember, the chains of fear and judgment are not who you are. They are only thoughts. Passing clouds that cannot hold you. And this is the part I really liked, because everybody knows me kind of as a 10-year-old child, maybe even younger. So like a child, you are free to play. Children don't worry about how they look or sound. They simply explore, laugh, and create. That's why I like teaching kindergarten for 40 years. You can step into that spirit right now.
Can I let out the breath?
You can let out your breath. This performance is not about proving anything. It is about sharing a piece of your heart. It's about connection, not perfection. And part of this song is I wish I could break all the chains holding me. So right now, imagine all those chains falling away. Feel the lightness that comes when you let them go. As you step forward, remember, you are not here to be judged. You are here to express, to give, and to share joy. You are free. You are enough. You are ready. So let's get ready, drummers, strummers. Hey, Barbara. There she is. Come on up, drummers, if you wish, or just play from your seats.
They're going to play from back there, I think.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3. I wish I knew how it would feel to be have a video by Sarah Hunter next. Coming to you from Georgia. You might have to look that way, people that are in the seats right in front of me. Yeah.
We climbed a mountain, and I picked wildflowers and put them in her hair. And at the top we found a meadow and danced barefoot in the grass. And I'm not lying, there were bluebirds in the air. It was a long one, and there's a time or two we felt like giving up. But every fall and every stumble made us stop and see the wonder. And with your hand in mine we pushed on towards the top. Why do people climb mountains? Is it just to reach the top and see the view? Well, I tell you something. Every rock and every river, every soar and every splinter, I would climb every mountain with you. Well, the clouds rolled in, and there was lightning, there was thunder, there was rain. As we hid beneath our shelter, all the doubts that we had felt came pouring in as a flood we had to face. Then came the sunshine, the clouds rolled back and color filled the earth. And the rain, it brought the flowers, you could sit and stare for hours. And the toil and the struggle showed its worth. Why do people climb mountains? Is it just to reach the top and see the view? Well, I tell you something. Every rock and every river, every soar and every splinter, in the summer and the winter, when it's warm and when we shiver, I would climb every mountain with you.
One more person.
Oh, one more person? Okay.
Yeah, because I want to get you seated while he's talking. So, our next two performers. Next one is going to be Dave Hardenberg, live from Oregon on Zoom. And he's going to introduce his wonderful new novel.
Thank you, Susan. Hello, everyone from Portland, Oregon. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dave Hardenbrook, and I was a member of OCUUC for many years until I moved up here. And even though I love it up here, I do miss you all very much. And so that's why I was very happy to have the opportunity to take part in open mic night tonight. And what I'm celebrating right now is the pending publication of my new novel, The Miss Maidens. Here it is. This is the proof copy, and it's a. Thank you. It's ostensibly science fiction, but I think even more it's a teenage coming of age story, as well as providing a very positive message for a brighter future for humanity, which is a message I think we really need right now. And just so to whet your appetites here, I'm just going to read a brief excerpt from chapter 1 and hope that this will inspire you to go out. It'll be available on lulu.com, and I hope this will inspire you to go out and get the book and read it. So just to set the stage here, our hero is a young 17-year-old Jimmy Hooper, and he's been wandering aimlessly in the mall, not feeling too great for a number of reasons, until until his curiosity and fate draws him into a quaint little store that sells board games. Before Jimmy could get his bearings, he heard the inevitable question, "May I help you?" He turned around and saw a pretty young girl smiling at him. She had dark hairs and equally dark waist-length hair and olive skin, like a princess straight out of the Arabian Nights. His eyes were not prepared to be suddenly hit with such dazzling beauty. Without thinking, he blurted out, "Chess. Do you have chess?" "We most definitely do. Do you like chess?" Yeah, I guess so," Jimmy said absently, still mesmerized by her beauty. "I do too," she said. But I'm no good at it. I could probably get better, but I don't have anyone to play with. I need a chess buddy." "I volunteered," Jimmy said to himself. She showed him the chess sets on display behind sliding glass doors. As she stepped back for him, he noticed her employee identification badge flashing the name Haiti. "Did you ever read The Count of Monte Cristo?" he asked. "No," she said. "Who's the Count of Monte Cristo?" "It's a book," Jimmy replied. "There's a princess in it. Her name is the same as yours. You even look a bit like her." "A princess?" she asked, interested. "What kind of princess?" I forget now," said Jimmy, suddenly bashful. Haiti smiled at his shyness, but only said, "There's one there's one chess set here in particular I just love." It was quite a uniquely fanciful set. The pawns were winged fairies, the knights were dinosaurs, and then there were the queens, beautiful and regal. Impulsively, he picked up the White Queen. She looked like a true queen of sorceresses. Then he examined the other queen, who uncannily matched the salesgirl's attractively exotic complexion, sculpted in the form of a sultry mermaid. Jimmy had always been fascinated by mermaids and found himself struggling not to envision what Haiti would look like if she were a similar siren of the sea. His eyes darted back and forth longingly between the almost lifelike dinosaurs and the exotically beautiful queens. He braced himself. How much for this set?" $205 plus tax." He knew it was crazy. Spending over $200 for a chess set? What would Mom say when she found out? Yet, he couldn't stop thinking about this goddess of a salesgirl before him. She wanted a chess buddy, she said, and he thought about Lord Reggie's big upcoming chess tournament. The flyers said the winner could bring guests up to visit his beautiful space city in Earth orbit. Jimmy envisioned himself winning the tournament, taking Haiti by the hand, and the two of them going over the rainbow to the Emerald City. Casting caution to the wind, he said, "I'll take it." Haiti smiled again and took the chess set to the cash register. Jimmy hesitated, then handed her Mom's credit card. As she rang up the order, Jimmy thought he heard a laugh, a woman's laugh. But it wasn't Haiti. She clearly didn't even hear it. No, this laugh was unmistakably coming from the motionless White Queen of the set, just as he could have sworn he saw it momentarily glow with an aura of electricity, an eerie yet mesmerizing halo of bluish green mist. And Miss Maidens, everyone.
Well done. Well done, Dave. Okay, I'm not terrified. Nope, not at all. I'm here to play, right? We're just gonna have fun, right? And you're gonna laugh when I just flub a little and be like, "Oh yeah, been there, done that." Okay. Yeah, it won't be probably. Yeah, you will. That's okay. So I think it was almost 2 years ago that I started playing the classical guitar. I decided to take it up after actually starting the banjo, because I just liked the sound of it. And then about a year ago, I promised the congregation that I would play at the next open mic night. I was very grateful that Steve took it from the spring and made it to the fall, so I could practice a little bit more. So here I am doing something that absolutely terrifies me as an example of what not to do. No, I'm just kidding. So the piece that I chose for you, I was looking at, classical guitar is a very difficult instrument to learn because you're doing lots of notes at the same time. And a lot of the very well-known classical pieces for classical guitar are like the most mind-numbing things that you can do. And so I really like a lot of the more modern composers. And so the one I chose for you tonight I thought was so perfect. It's an intermediate piece, and it's by this wonderful guy named Eduardo Lopez, and it's called En un abrazo. And I have a feeling that Ava, Lou, and Cosme know what that means. It basically means a hug. So the way that Eduardo wrote this, he says a hug is something that makes you feel safe and warm and loved. And if most of you know that I sign my emails with hugs or texts sending you hugs, so I thought this was a really good one to do for you all tonight. All right, let's.
reminded me that you aren't all eating enough. No, she didn't say it that way. She said to remind them to get snacks and feel free to eat while we're continuing. And so I'm going to call up an improv group. Come on up. Rhythm of the Soul people. Press on. And we also are featuring our interpretive stretch instructor. Do you need a microphone? Oh, okay, no microphone. And the difficult part about this production is that you really need a timer because we might get carried away. So I got a little timer on my phone here because we don't want to go past our 3 to 5 minutes of jam session for you. So, and sorry, Reverend Sean, that I actually started the drums during your talk. I'm gonna figure out how to turn them back on again. Tony. Oh well, I'll figure that out another time. I'm getting real drums. Okay, you ready? Yeah. Okay, and just so that they know who's up next, it's going to be our duet with flute and clarinet. No, I can't get the drums to
You probably should use a
Oh, there
mic
it
so people online can hear you.
Oh,
So I think maybe you guys have just been sitting a little bit too much, so everybody move along with me.
myself and Zoe right now. And that concludes our latest Don't Know What We're Doing, Just Feeling the Music Jam from. Next week, for a completely different tone, etc., we have clarinet and flute duet.
Ready? You gonna start us?
No, you're gonna start it.
Are you gonna announce this?
Oh, okay, okay, yeah, this is, because Phil and I sit next to each other in choir, we figured out that we both played woodwind instruments in high school and somewhat later, a little bit, and thought it would be fun to do this together, so here we are.
I gotta say something.
Okay.
Who said oh? Okay, my sister, who's 6 years younger than me, is named Nancy. There's more. She plays flute.
Her husband's name Tom?
You made me forget her husband's name. Rename. All right. Blue Monkey.
Called Blue Monkey.
Yeah.
Which I
That's her husband's name?
You're gonna think about that.
Yeah, I
next time
think
you see
about
her
that.
now. Yeah. Oh, wait.
Oh,
Glasses.
I got it next time.
Wrong glasses.
Wrong place.
Wrong glasses.
Ooh, clear.
Look at that. Okay.
1, 2, 3.
In January 1948, a plane crashed over Los Gatos Canyon. That plane was carrying 28 people back to Mexico, most of them braceros, and the news reported the names of the white crew of the plane. For the braceros, they just reported 28 deportees, and they were buried in an anonymous grave together. That inspired Woody Guthrie to write this song, Plane Wreck over Los Gatos Canyon. The crops are all in and the peaches are rotting. The oranges piled in their creosote dumps. You're flying them back to the Mexican border. It takes all their money to wade back again. My father's own father, he waded that river, took all the money he made in his life. My brothers and sisters came working the fruit trees, and they rode the trucks till they took down and died. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye, Rosalita, adios, mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportee. Some of us are illegal and some are not wanted. Our work contract's out and we have to move on. 600 miles to that Mexican border. They chase us like outlaws, like rustlers, like thieves. We died in your fields and we died in your deserts. We died in your valleys and died on your plains. We died 'neath your trees and we died in your bushes. Both sides of the river, we died just the same. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye, Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportee. The airplane caught fire over Los Gatos Canyon. A fireball of lightning shook all over hills. Who are all these dear friends all scattered like dry leaves? The radio says they are just deportees. Is this the best way we can raise our good orchards? Is this the best way we can grow our good fruit? To fall like dry leaves, to rot on the topsoil, to be known by no name except deportee. Goodbye to my Juan, goodbye, Rosalita. Adios, mis amigos, Jesus y Maria. You won't have your names when you ride the big airplane. All they will call you will be deportee. Now there's a small bit of good news that I can close with, and that is that 70 years after the plane crashed and these 28 people died, Tim Hernandez went and found their names and their stories and wrote a book called All They Will Call You, and there is now a monument to them in Coalinga with their names.
I'm Phyllis Kaplan. I'm a member of the choir.
There you go.
And I'm going to be singing Funiculi, Funicula. And the words and music were written by a gentleman by the name of Luigi Denza.
soul's wager, solus tautology. Wisdom, traditions, not erudition, make much more sense to me. Totally unprepared are you to let go of your mind. How about a leap of faith, my friend? You might like what you find. When you find that you're out of answers, you won't know what to do. I am theist, you are humanist, that I will pray for you. We do not agree on many things, each has a point of view. I am theist, you are humanist, that's why we
I think Maureen's up.
Okay, I'm going to read from my book Rescued, which is a collection of story poems about truly rescued animals. So it's all based on fact. This one's called Tamandua Anteater. The day was starting to warm up. It was time for the tired anteater to stretch out on a nice sunny branch and go to sleep. Unfortunately, the thin branch she selected to move across was a 20,000-volt power line, 45 feet up in the air. She somehow got herself halfway across without touching any hot spots. A few times she slipped and found herself hanging upside down or by her prehensile tail. But she pulled herself back up and continued along until she came to the ideal spot on the wire where she curled up to sleep. Meanwhile, the power company had been notified. They hurried to the spot and extended fiberglass poles toward the anteater. She was not happy to be poked awake. She tried to get away and almost fell, but she grabbed one of the poles, slid down it, and was caught. Soon a vet pronounced her good to go, and she was transported away from the city out into the jungle, where there were lots of trees to climb, lots of tasty ants up in the trees. She could smell them already as she was released from the pet carrier. Best of all, there was not a single power line in sight. Okay, this one's called Stevie and the Pack. The rescue provides a foster home for a variety of animals, all waiting to be adopted to their forever homes. The animals sometimes share the yard, but mostly dogs and cats are inside, horses are in the corral, ducks are in the pond, chickens are in the coop. I said chickens are in the coop. Stevie refuses to be pigeonholed. She wants to play with the dogs. Maybe she thinks she is a dog. She wants to be inside with the dogs. She sneaks in with the dogs or squawks loudly at the door, "Let me in." She loves the dogs so much she gives them gifts, hops up onto the dog bed, squats down a moment, gently delivers an egg or two. Of course, she also lays eggs in the bookcase and in other random corners. There are plenty of other chickens, but Stevie wants to hang out with the dogs. She gets upset when the dogs leave to go on a walk, so the rescuer made a chicken harness. Now Stevie can go on long hikes with the pack. Okay, this one's called Orangutan. This part of the jungle was new to her. She didn't understand why those earthbound beings down below wouldn't just go away and leave her and her baby in peace. They kept following her as she moved from treetop to treetop. It was very strange. Suddenly she felt a sting. After a few minutes, she was vaguely conscious of tumbling down and down through the branches. Later, she awoke and found herself in a wire cage with her baby clinging to her. It was very strange. There were mangoes and branches with leaves inside the cage, so she took a bite and looked around. There was a lot going on. Those other creatures were so busy. After a while, they picked up the cage with her and her baby in it and moved it on top of a rocking thing on top of the river. It was very strange. And then the rocking thing started making a loud noise and started moving up the river. It was so fast. Her baby was holding onto her for dear life, but she was fascinated. She could see the trees in the rainforest speeding by on both sides. It was so interesting. And then they stopped. She didn't have long to wonder why before the cage door was opened. So she took hold of her baby and headed off into the forest to find out what would happen next. Okay, Matilda. She is famous, but it hasn't gone to her head. She has a lot to be proud of, but as everyone knows, pigs are humble. She just enjoys her day, exchanging soft grunts with her 8 children, perhaps missing the 2 who did not survive infancy, wandering around the pasture, nibbling on the grass, wallowing in the nice cool mud, rooting up some tasty plants with her powerful snout, which is all healed now from the vicious ring that the farmer had inserted into her septum to prevent rooting. She escaped from that farmer, went right over or under the electric fence and hightailed it for the woods. She found a good secluded spot, constructed a nest, and delivered 10 babies, all by herself. She was a great mom, patient and protective. She would have happily raised her family in the woods, but a hiker found her and fomented a massive protest campaign to keep Matilda and her babies alive. Matilda knows nothing about the news stories, the calls and letters and petitions, the Save Matilda posters. She just knows she is happy as a pig in clover. Okay, one more. It's called Taper. He really did not want to go back into the forest. It was dangerous in there. That jaguar or panther that had chewed him up might be lurking just around the nearest tree. It could be better to go back into the town with the humans. They had done a lot of pushing him around, but they had not actually hurt him. However, the humans were standing in a row and blocking his path. Well, perhaps he should reconsider. The last time he had gone into town, running away from that big cat, he had fallen in a ditch and had not had the energy to clamber out. He had been stuck there until the humans had hauled him out with a rope. He remembered feeling dizzy, but he did not know that anesthesia had given him a nice long nap so that the humans could suture his cuts. He was feeling much better now. He was also getting hungry. He could smell the vegetation under the nearby forest canopy. There might even be some ripe fruit for him to pluck with his prehensile snout. He could almost taste it. Perhaps it would be better, after all, to head for the forest, have a snack, and then settle down in the shade for his daytime snooze.
So Nav and I are going to perform a song by the Beatles. It's a song, though, that's not so well known. This is a song called Long, Long, Long from the White Album. It is actually the last song on side C, which is the second vinyl last song. And as most of you who are Beatles fans probably know, that the White Album was composed right after the Beatles came back from India. So they had spent February, March, April, almost 3 months of 1968 living in Rishikesh and getting deeper and deeper into Hindu mythology and Eastern traditions. So a lot of their output from the White Album was that. So this sounds like a love song, but in 1980, when George Harrison wrote his autobiography called I, Me, Mine, he said that the person that he's talking about, it's not a person, not a woman, but it's actually God or a spiritual power. So listen to the song from that perspective. Yeah, so this is Long, Long, Long. 1, 2, 3, 2, 2, 3. It's been a long, long, long time. How could I ever have lost you? When I loved you. many tears I was searching. So many tears I was wasting. Oh, oh. Now I can see you, be you. How can I ever misplace you? How I want you. So many tears I was searching. So many tears I was wasting. Oh, oh. Now I can see you, be you. How can I ever misplace you? How I want you. Oh, I love you. You know that I need you. Oh, I love you. Thank you.
Well, that was lovely, gentlemen. I really enjoyed it. From the sublime to the moderately ridiculous.
Moderately?
Don't spoil the fun. Randy introduced me to this extremely silly song, and we hope you enjoy it. Fat and docile, big and dumb. They look so stupid, they aren't much fun. Cows aren't fun. They eat to grow, grow to die. Eat to be at the hamburger fry. Cows well done.
Nobody thunk it, nobody knew. No one imagined the great cow guru.
Cows are one.
He hid in the forest, read books with great zeal. He loved Che Guevara, revolutionary veal.
Cows say tongue. He spoke about justice, but nobody stirred. He felt like an outcast, alone in the herd. Cow dole drums. He mooed, we must fight, escape, or we'll die. Cows gathered round because the stakes were so high. Bad cow pun.
But then he was captured, stuffed into a crate, loaded into a truck where he rode to his fate.
Cows are bummed.
He was a scrawny calf who looked rather woozy. No one suspected he was packing an Uzi.
Cows with guns. They came with a needle to stick in his thigh. He kicked for the groin. They pissed in their eye. Cows well hung. Knocked over a tractor and ran for the door. 6 gallons of gas flowed out on the floor. Run, cows, run. He picked up a bullhorn and jumped up on the hay.
We are free roving bovines. We run free today.
We will fight for bovine freedom. crashed the gate in a great stampede, tipped over a milk truck, torched all the feed. Cows have fun.
60 police cars were piled in a heap, covered in cow pies, covered up deep.
Much cow dung. Black smoke rising, darkening the day. 12 burning McDonald's. Have it your way. We will fight for bovine freedom and hold our large heads high. We will run free with the buffalo or die. Cows with guns.
The president said, enough is enough. These uppity cattle, it's time to get tough.
Cow dung flung. The newspapers gloated, folks sighed with relief. Tomorrow at noon they would all be ground beef. Cows on buns.
The cows were surrounded, they waited and prayed. They mooed their last moo and they chewed their last hay.
Cows outgunned. The order was given to turn cows to whoppers, enforced by the might of 10,000 coppers. But on the horizon, surrounding the shoppers, came the deafening roar of chickens in choppers! Woo! We will fight for bovine freedom and hold our large heads high. We will run free with the buffalo or die. Cows with guns. Never heard mariachi kazoos before, did you? Well, we'd like to thank you all for coming tonight. We're going to wrap it up here. Hope you had as much fun as we did. Praise Sean, she did it. She did it. Woo! That's courage. You did it. Takes a village, right, guys? So, thanks to Susan, our fearless leaders.
I have some notes written for thanks, and you all did it for me, except for also the music committee. Thank you, music committee, for all the great ideas. And if you could join the music committee too. We like that.
The more the merrier. So we're going to wrap this up. We're going to go from cows with guns to cats with thumbs. By popular demand, encore is the medley of our hit. The cats are at the bedroom door, scratching to get in. While they demand their breakfast now, my blanket's to my chin. I shout, get kibble for yourself, but really, that's just dumb. I wish they could, but I know they can't. 'Cause kitties don't have thumbs. Just think if kitty cats had thumbs when they wakened in the dawn. It really would be useful if they put the coffee on and feed themselves and clean their box. The list goes on and on. But they're shiftless, furry parasites. 'Cause kitties don't have thumbs.
Thumbs, cats with thumbs.
Cats with thumbs. Exciting thought to contemplate. All the chores they create I could delegate. Cats with thumbs. The feline race could lend a hand. If they took out the garbage and swept the floor, wouldn't that be grand? Just think if kitty cats had thumbs, how different life would be. If they could open up our doors, our houses they would flee. They'd set out snares and hunting traps and wait for prey to come. You know it might be just as well that kitties don't have thumbs. Just think if kitty cats had thumbs, the birds they'd decimate. They could lean a ladder to the trees and get fat on what they ate. Belching feathers everywhere, the murdering furry scum. Maybe we're all better off. The kitties don't have thumbs. Cats with thumbs. A frightening thought to contemplate. Hairless apes who thwart them would meet awful fates. Cats with thumbs, devising mischief every day. They would empty the fridges and crash the cars, and then they'd run away. At least for now, I think we're safe with the toilet paper shut. We really should be grateful for what kitties haven't got. I checked their paws again last night, just 4 toes on each one. Someone is looking out for us, 'cause kitties don't have thumbs. Thanks, everybody. Eat some more food.
So, big round of applause. Who had fun here tonight? Come on. It was a blast because everybody who's here did something. You either showed up and ate food, or you played, or you laughed. So that's all important. So next time we do this, y'all got to find something else to bring you up on stage, too.
And bring your friends. There you go. That's all, folks.